10 years, you say. 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica still. No light, no road, no food, power we play. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard? 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a fill, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in our politics we ever seen. Only time we go, the people. We say no, 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us, we are not on the door. Only time we go, from Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Roads crack up parish council bro. Country suffocate done and it just smoke. And when we raise we vice so call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us, we are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Police, our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate. Jamaica speaking and I know too late.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us, we are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. Juliet, well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Wholeness, our time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Roads crack up parish council bro. Country suffocate done and it just more. And when we raise revise you call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All less our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLB cabinet full, but the people cupboard empty. Oh, you live so large when we living so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking and I know too late.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
Bless and good afternoon, my people. It's a brother Bolo TBV. We're in this space again. I'm live on Bolo TBV clips. Live on Bolo TBV 2.0. I'm live on Bolo TBV. And yes, I have a marathon going on Bolo TBV as well. So I'm live on all YouTube channels and also on TikTok. Big up everybody on TikTok. The word is love, you know. Can you guys hear me? Is everybody hearing me good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Elaine, how you doing? Happy Friday. Leonard Reed, big up yourself in the channel. One enough. You understand? You know, I will start off. Make it a tradition, you know. Start off the live with this word. Understand? Start out this thing with this word, you know. Psalms 37. Listen to the words, ladies and gentlemen. This one is for government of Jamaica and all them pundits. Annette, how you doing? Miss Birdie, David, big of yourself. Melissa, how you doing? I don't want nobody else to know about my green shirt. I tell you no. Anytime I see me with them shirt, and the TikTok people and me I try help out because I be a white no wear. And anytime I wear white, they can't see the chat. So I have to wear one green. I don't have much dark clothes in terms of shirt. And you know it's hot. So we go put on one next dark somewhere. No. It's very, very hot. It's very, very hot. We can't run on the truck. don't know my one shirt all about. Anyway, let's continue.
Psalm 37 of David. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while, and the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. But the meek will inherit the land, and enjoy peace and prosperity. The wicked plot against the righteous, and gnash their teeth at them. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow, to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that the righteous have, than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster they will not wither. In days of famine they will enjoy plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed. They will go up in smoke. The wicked borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. Those the Lord blesses will inherit the land, but those he curses will be destroyed. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. I was young, and now I am old. Yet I have never seen the righteous forsaken, or their children begging bread. They're always generous, and lend freely. Their children will be a blessing. Turn from evil and do good. Then you will dwell in the land forever. For the Lord loves the just, and will not forsake his faithful ones. Wrongdoers will be completely destroyed. The offspring of the wicked will perish. The righteous will inherit the land and dwell in it forever. The mouths of the righteous utter wisdom, and their tongues speak what is just. The law of their God is in their hearts. Their feet do not slip. The wicked lie in wait for the righteous, intent on putting them to death. But the Lord will not leave them in the power of the wicked, or let them be condemned when brought to trial. Hope in the Lord, and keep his way. He will exalt you to inherit the land. When the wicked are destroyed, you will see it. I have seen a wicked and ruthless man flourishing like a luxuriant native tree. But he soon passed away, and was no more. Though I looked for him, he could not be found. Consider the blameless, observe the upright. A future awaits those who seek peace. But all sinners will be destroyed. There will be no future for the wicked. The salvation of the righteous comes from the Lord. He is their stronghold in time of trouble. The Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them, because they take refuge in him. Psalm.
Yes, my people, we need to be reminded of that, man. We watch them all work and do them thinking about them time sharp, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Their time is sharp. Me not give her itching up. You understand? And NECKEISHA BURCHELL, I come and find her. I know say, I come and fear too. We have other news and stuff, but I go cover, but And NECKEISHA BURCHELL me come from. Hey, Gla, how you doing? And Tissa, thank you so much for the donation, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the super chat is open. All right. The aim is, it's the goal. Oh. Let me remove that goal. Start to our next goal. Ten of those wonderful yellow. Beth, how you doing? And today on Friday, and I receive all blessings and abundance for the Friday. You understand? And remember the memberships, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the memberships. Check out the memberships, alright? It feels good to be appreciated. I'm not telling you any lies. It feels really good to be appreciated. Tissa, thank you so much, my darling. Again, for the super chat. Alright? And remember the pinned comment. Oh wow, I don't know what happened now. But anyway, we're gonna move on. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. Remember that what is going on with BOLO TBV clips? It's like YouTube has abandoned my page. Nobody got a notification for BOLO TBV clips. That's interesting. How long have I been live? 15 minutes? And I have almost 10,000 subscribers? Sure you're doing? No, man. Something is very wrong. I feel so targeted. Honestly, I feel so targeted. But I know it's not me alone. I know it's not me alone. I was listening to Nature Job, and he has like some million subscribers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. And he was saying a similar thing, that YouTube doesn't notify like his subscribers. You understand? When he puts out that video, he can hardly get 10,000 views. And they have done the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. They have done the same thing to my good brother, Kwame Brown Bust Life on YouTube. Boy, when they decide that, you know, listen, I don't care how many people subscribe to you, and we're not going to send them any notification. Trust me, they go right in with that. Let me just catch that word, because you can't have this thing here bang bang every minute. You know. That's it. That is it. That is it. Alright, let's get into this now. So, ladies and gentlemen, NECKEISHA BURCHELL has responded. I have not listened to it as yet. This is my first time listening to it. And please like and share the video. You understand, with as much persons as humanly possible. Let's get into the video, ladies and gentlemen. The title says, New Breed, thank you. If courage, conscience, integrity, and standing up for people, standing up for your people make me part of the new breed, then I accept that label with pride. Here's why. P.S. Quick video. The Catadupa, the birthplace of Samuel Sharp, in between graduation ceremony, and with a little help and interruption from hurricane season weather. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Today I'm at Croydon Estate in Catadupa. This is not just another beautiful place in Jamaica or in South St. James. This is the very estate on which one of Jamaica's national heroes, Samuel Sharp, was born and where he grew up. And if I point just over those hills, right over there, that is Garlands. That's where I come from. That is where my roots from Reverend Thomas Burchell, who worked with Sam Sharp, came from. So today I'm standing between the place that shaped me and the place that shaped one of Jamaica's greatest sons.
You know, I love this lady. Context matters. Big up Isaac Buchanan. Do you guys notice what she just did there? Understand who she is. I didn't know that her mother worked with Sam Sharp. Our grandmother. I didn't know that. So she come from a roots of is not a yes person. Understand, she command respect, rebel with a cause, a servant of the people, unlike some of the individuals that are in the Jamaica Labour Party. Well, all damn near all of them. Mighty God. Let's continue.
These hills have always produced people who refused to bow, people who refused to accept injustice, people who believed freedom was worth sacrifice. The spirit of the Maroons lives in these hills. The courage of Samuel Sharp lives in these hills. And in many ways, that same spirit runs through my veins. Not a spirit of conflict, but a spirit of courage. A spirit that says when something is wrong, you don't quietly look away. You stand, you speak, you serve. It also made me ask myself a simple question. What did they call Sam Sharp before they called him a national hero? I doubt they called him courageous. I imagine they called him unruly, troublesome, disruptive, dangerous even. Over the last few days, someone called me a new breed. And I've been reflecting on those words, and my response is simple. Thank you. Because if being a new breed means bringing something different from what Jamaicans have been made to accept for far too long, then I accept the label. If being a new breed means believing that integrity matters, I'll wear that label too. And if it means believing that public office is about service and not status, I'll take the label. If it means believing that courage is more important than comfort, I'll wear that too. And if it means believing that no office and no title should ever be above accountability, then I'll wear that label proudly. Over the last several weeks, I have been criticized. I have been singled out. I have been insulted. I have been threatened, even in Parliament, not because I have broken the law.
So it is confirmed Desmond Mackenzie had threatened the Queen of the South. I hope that she carries it to court. And I hope she gets a restraining order. Yeah, man. Put it by your name, man. No look at you. This is not going to be tolerated. And I'm saying to Queen of the South, you come across this video, that is my recommendation. These people are supposed to be lawmakers, but they're out here threatening people. No. No. They should be put in the right place that they deserve to go. Where lawbreakers are deserved. Yes? That is it.
Not because I have been disrespectful nor dishonest, but because I refused to sit quietly. Let me tell you why. I did not enter public life to become comfortable. I entered public life to become useful. I went there to represent the people who sent me there from these hills. I owe them my voice. I owe them my courage. I owe them my conscience. You see, if my people still cannot get reliable water, if our roads remain broken, if our schools need attention, if our communities continue to wait for the opportunities they deserve, then my conscience will never allow me to sit quietly, smile politely, and pretend that everything is fine. That is not why the people of South St. James elected me. Greatness does not grow by accident. Greatness grows where children have opportunity, where communities are not forgotten, where people don't have to live under tent, and yes, where they have representatives willing to stand for them. Because if we stop fighting for these communities, if we stop demanding better, if we dare stop asking, then we make it harder for the next generation of greatness to be born. So I refuse to let that happen on my watch, because if I stop speaking for the people who elected me simply because it becomes uncomfortable, then I will have broken the trust they placed in me when they elected me. That is a promise I absolutely refuse to break. So they called me a new breed. I've thought about it, I've reflected on it, and I've come to the conclusion. Thank you. If being a new breed means I will ask difficult questions even when it makes powerful people uncomfortable, then thank you. If being a new breed means I will stand when it is easier to sit, I will speak when it is easier to remain silent, and that I will represent when it's easier to stay away, then thank you. That is the greatest compliment you could have ever paid me.
One queen of the South. Why I wish she was my MP. I wish she was my MP, queen of the South. What class?
This is not.
What class? Thank you. Thank you for all the labels that you have given. Thank you. Understand who I am. Understand where I come from. We are not the same. I have integrity. I have courage. I have conscience, and I'm standing up for my people. Unlike you, who are sellouts and puppets, I am the one saying that. Sellouts and puppets, out slaves. All of you in the Jamaica Labour Party. One bag of out slave and hypocrite. How do you big up? You understand? But, you know, NECKEISHA BURCHELL wasn't the only one that I saw another clip, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not that clip, but a post. And every single member of the People's National Party is supporting NECKEISHA BURCHELL. Everyone. Just in case you didn't. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen. Every single member. Look at this post. Heather Miller, Miss Heather Miller Bennett says, Mrs. Heather Miller Bennett says, the rule of law must be applied fairly, consistently, without fear or favor. Our democracy is strongest when every elected representative can perform their duties free from intimidation, political interference, and unequal treatment. Parliament must remain a place where constitutional responsibility are exercised with independence, dignity, and respect. And it goes to this article. She was sharing this article. Silencing opposition MPs threatens Jamaican parliamentary democracy, PMP said. I already, I already have a video where I put out that particular response, the official response from the People's National Party. So I will not go over that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so one queen of the South, big up herself. You understand? And I appreciate the response that she gave. She didn't backtrack, she didn't scuffle, she stood tall and she said, this is who I am. Get used to it. And thank you. I will not because you have power and status, I will not bow, I will not quiver. For disrespect, I am going to call you out. And that's exactly what we need from a queen. You understand? Remember, good. One queen of the South, never two. So we have Marcia in the building, say blessings to you and the rest of the folks. Marcia, bless up yourself. Ryan Campbell, I see you, my brother. Blessings, blessings, blessings. There's some news that I want to peruse, ladies and gentlemen, before I get to the other part of the show. No, not this news. Not this news. World facing greatest crisis. Cuban missile standoff. Former PM Golden issues urgent call for a reset at Global Peace Forum. Let's see what he has to say, man.
Former Jamaica Prime Minister Bruce Golding has sounded a stark warning that the world is facing its gravest challenge since the Cuban Missile Crisis more than 6 decades ago and urged global leaders to forge a united consensus to reverse a dangerous course. That he said is replacing the rule of law with the doctrine of might. Golding cautioned that unless the international community acts decisively, the growing acceptance of power over principal risks becoming the new global norm, with potentially catastrophic consequences. International news. The global architecture is now under serious threat. We are witnessing a resurgence of isolationism under the guise of nationalism. Putting our own country first has never been incompatible with multilateralism. It simply meant identifying ways in which our national goals and aspirations can more successfully be pursued through collaboration with other countries, Golding said in his address to the 14th World Peace Forum at Tsinghua University in Beijing, China, Friday morning in that country. The erosion of the fabric of peaceful international relations and negotiated settlement of disputes is exemplified in the unprovoked Russian assault on Ukraine. The reckless bombing of vessels alleged, but not proven to be transporting illegal drugs in the Caribbean Sea, the U.S. incursion in Venezuela, the war on Iran, and the strangulation of the Cuban people by denying them access to oil shipments, Golding added. The Geneva Convention is being shredded and war crimes have been placed in abeyance.
Hey, Golding now so nothing wrong enough. But Golding smell what come to Jamaica, you know. I feel like say, you might read the room and you realize that Jamaica will be the next Venezuela. Hello somebody. Hello somebody. I believe that this man realizes that Jamaica will be the next Venezuela. External forces, ladies and gentlemen. The prophet telling you, external forces, right? Because what they have done, you know, they are compromised, so they cannot stand up to America and you know, really function in the best interests. I don't care what nobody says about NECKEISHA Burchell. Let them continue to talk. You see. They don't know enough. All they're doing, they're propelling her rise in the space. That's all they're doing. No, they're not doing anything else. They're not doing a damn thing else. Let's continue.
Abeyance. Might has been reaffirmed as right, the law of the jungle in which only the strong survive and the weak become nutrition for the powerful has been reasserted, he said, adding that there is a more compelling call on leaders worldwide to take stock of what is happening as more than 80 years of progress achieved through the sacrifice of millions of people are being steadily rolled back with daunting prospects for what the future holds for human civilization. Framing his comments against current social and political developments in the United States, Golding said the inertia of current world leaders at a time in history, but not the first time, when extraordinary leadership is required, is worrisome. Editorial. Ascot didn't invent educational segregation. It exposed. The current leadership in the United States, which is a principal driver of this new blueprint, will soon pass. Whether the seeds of discord that it has sowed will persist and become the new norm is a question that it is impossible at this time to determine, Golding argued. What is clear, however, is that the trust among countries and leaders, on which a stable international order so heavily rests, has been severely damaged. Trust, with its accepted norms, takes a long time to build and an even longer time, perhaps more than a generation, to rebuild, he added. We urgently need a conversation and targeted advocacy across all countries to build a consensus that we need to change course, that we need to steady the ship, that all we have achieved over the last 80 years will not be allowed to fall to the bottom of the ocean, said Golding. He argued that the 14th World Peace Forum, building on its stellar achievements over more than a decade, is an important instrument in this endeavor. As such, he said the forum is more than an occasion, but a vibrant movement to appeal to and, in fact, provoke the consciousness and enlightenment of our leaders to the realization that they are positioned on the bridge, that they are called by history and circumstance for a time like this, and that history will be unkind to them if they fail to heed that call.
So Golding has the Trump times no up. Golding has the Trump times no up, it soon shall pass, but I want if the new wave of a persist. I want him no ram for call out Trump, you know. Yeah man, in no ram for call out Trump. But you see, that bravery there come from him being older. And I'm not gonna lie, he was always outspoken because him say, not in my cabinet. So I'm kind of consistent with that is concerned. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I want you guys to know, if you don't know, that the Integrity Commission put out 2 more reports, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more investigation reports on the Director of Corruption Prosecution indicative rulings. So a lot of speculation is around. I wonder which other 2 member of parliament possibly could be on these reports. And I don't know how the parliament go, if them are go on break or what. Would I love somebody to clarify that and let me know that, because they can't go on break and the report came the day before the other day. So if we wait, and I don't know, I'm asking if it is true that they're going on a break, what should we do? Should we wait on them to come back from a break before we see the annual report? And them type of slackness are going. They did the same thing when the election was going on last year. And I remember the reports that were tabled, and them close off parliament till such time, and afterwards we get them. This is what they have been doing, suppressing democracy. And we cannot have it continue. I just want you guys to know that on July 1st, today is the 3rd, on July 1st, they put out a release that they gave the parliament these 2 reports. Alright? Very good. Big up the Integrity Commission. They were closed on July 2nd. That was Thursday. And July 3rd, they are open for business. Alright? Good. Let me hear what the mayor is saying here, because I didn't press it.
On Tuesday, May 27th, the KSA-MC convened a State of Readiness meeting with members of the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Disaster Committee to assess preparedness measures ahead of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. Discussions highlighted the need to transition from a singular hazard-focused approach to a more comprehensive multi-hazard preparedness framework, ensuring that the municipality is equipped to respond effectively to a wide range of emergencies and disasters. Several key decisions were taken. All subcommittees of the Parish Disaster Committee has been directed to convene prior to the committee's next scheduled meeting in June. Additionally, a hurricane simulation exercise involving all members of the PDC will be undertaken to test the strength, operational readiness, and interagency coordination. The committee also agreed to develop an enhanced public education and awareness program, drawing on the expertise of all participating agencies to better reach vulnerable communities and promote disaster preparedness at the household and community levels. On Tuesday,
so this was before June. The Kingston and St. Andrew Disaster Committee convened a state of readiness meeting ahead of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. Though forecasts suggest a below average season, we're committed to moving beyond a single hazard mindset towards a full multi-hazard framework, one that positions us to respond to a wide range of emergencies, not just hurricanes. That is good. That is good. All right. So let me switch pace now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know what? I don't need to do it like this. Let me find the video. Make sure that you guys go and subscribe to Mark Stewart page. Also go subscribe to Freedom Come Reign TV. Alright, make sure you guys go and subscribe. Did you guys watch last night's? They have something called War Room Thursdays on Mark Stewart page. Did you guys watch that last night?
Yes, Jamaica, it has now proven that Jamaica, out of all the Caribbeans, Jamaica is the only Caribbean country that support corruption, celebrate corruption, and arguably defend a government that has hundreds of accusations against its government when it comes on to corruption. Jamaica is the only Caribbean country that supports that, while the people are hanging on to thin air and begging for life. Yes, so nice. I'm telling you something. Jamaica, we don't want glasses to see that, but I learned one thing about my people. People in Jamaica are so dihearted that when you see the things that going on in the country, you talk about it, them say you're PNP, and that is what shocks me. How Jamaica become this, where because you support one party, you're blind. You're totally blind to see what the government is doing because you support the party that the government in. You're blind to everything. Now, 2 days ago, I was talking to someone from Savlamar who explained to me that her aunt have an emergency and they have to take her from Savlamar and take her to Kingston because there's no ICU in the Savlamar hospital. Now, when I look at what is going on in our country today and to see what Jamaica become, and when you speak on what is happening, persons really come tell you say he's a PNP, it's sad. Because I believe that as a Caribbean country, a third world country, when a government take an oath and sworn in to protect, guide, secure, and serve the people of a country, and when him don't do that, we the people supposed to come together and get out that government there. We don't need to be dihearted. We just need to know that we stick with a government that is doing right by the people and right for the country. But the script flip. People rather to stick and arguably defend a government that hate the people them, than to try to fight together to demolish a government entity only sit in place, illicit enriching themselves, and don't give a shit about the poor people. Don't give a shit about the poor people. I met a driver yesterday, and the driver was telling me how many tickets he got, and he have to be hiding and driving. And people carry him drive, and him have to hide. Because the amount of ticket to him, and him don't have the money for pay him, because him now make no money. Every minute him have to change the parts on him car. And I deeply believe that the people should have gotten a break when it comes on to certain reasons why they give them ticket. Because like,
you know who them give break? rich people them. I mean I talk about billions of tax dollars. What go on Odin, and them the breaking up. When you see the local man them, no man, them put their foot on our neck. Yeah man, they put on their foot in our neck, man.
When you look, the people, the driver, them not making any money on the road. As them drive go down the road, a tire burst. As them drive go down the road, them front end mash up, back end, every end mash up. Them affair by shocks, all kind of things because the road them in a deplorable condition. The other day, I sit to some and one investor man, me see gather people together and I fix the road, get concrete and all kind cement and all kind of thing, and I make concrete patches in the road. It's a shame. It's a shame to see the billions of dollars that our government sat on and leave the citizens of the country to fend for themselves. And when you come out here and talk about it, the same people them willing to come tear you down when nothing now go on for them. What kind of Jamaica this? 2 years no burial gone. And if you go up Augustown way and go to university, the back gate of university, the road, back road, Mona Road, up a university. If you go around there, son, look, you see tree on the side of the road, still from burial, where the government for sort out and still hasn't sorted it out. People still hasn't received any benefit from the burial funds. The government sit on every God Almighty thing. And people out here suffering because of the plans that he have. Desperation. To let desperation meet the people. So the people can crawl on their knees. Yeah, we're the most corrupt. We as a Caribbean country, our Jamaica, support corruption, celebrate corruption, and arguably, it says, arguably defend a government that have hundreds of corrupt allegation against its government. The backside. No, sir. This gets serious. We look stupid. Yo, we look stupid and we look fool. How can the people of this country sit down and fight for our government when we don't care about we? When we self-fulfill fight for the country, we should have out there going bad for better for ourselves. And we out here going bad against each other for somebody we don't care about we. Jesus Christ, this can't right. This cannot be right. This cannot be right. But I will always pray. And my brothers and my sisters, them are telling us to stand firm. And pray. Prayer is important. Don't let anybody stop you from praying. Pray. Pray. Oh my God. Yes, Jamaica, it has now proven that Jamaica, out of all the Caribbeans,
Sadie, I'm not telling you. People them defend corruption till they want to look like they want to attack other people. What? We never know that there's a part 2. This should be interesting.
The price they are paying to stay at the top of the elite? Oh, do you know what they need to do in night? Some footballers, the price they are paying to stay at the top of the elite? Oh, do you know what they need to do in night? Some footballers, I know, not YouTube, face to face, told me they had to sleep in a cemetery for 3 days. Some of them had to have sex with their mother. Why? Because the door that gives you entrance to this world, you need to profane it. And as you profane it, you are closing the door for you for the afterworld. You are selling your soul through that. That's why they're asking them to do it. And people will still do it. There is footballers who done it and today have private jets. But they cannot sleep at night.
Sorry about that, guys over there.
That's why you will see them in nightclub taking cocaine.
Sorry about that, guys. We are talking about prayer and we are talking about faith without works is dead. I am saying that prayer is an action. Fasting is an action. Consumption of the word is an action. I remember hearing the apostle Jerry Shuttleworth telling persons that work with these politicians or work for them, when you're in their spaces of work, release the word of God. Release the word into the atmosphere. There's power in the word. The word can literally break chains, shift things, shift outcomes. Right? I remember my mom has so much experiences with God that she expressed with me and my siblings. You know, my mother will be in a car and the Spirit tell her to start to pray. And not even 5 minutes, there was an accident that vehicle that she was in almost went head on with. But because she was obedient and she started to pray vigorously, and the people in Nigeria say, like, them look upon her, some of them, I want to this lady, I want she get in that spirit. So, yes, to when them see, then death almost happened in front of them, them go back to when she went and pray. And them look upon her like she mad. And she rebuked spirit because she obedient to the word. So what you're telling me? Prayer is not an action. Being obedient to the Most High is not an action. And there is not power in the word. And that you try to tell me, sir, the devil is a liar. Do not undermine the power of prayer. Don't do that. That is going to be a colossal mistake. A fatal mistake. Yeah, we're disobedient to the Spirit, and that's why we're getting in so much trouble. That's why we're getting in so much trouble. God's word will never be void. There's things in the word that God promised to us if we obey Him and serve Him. But disobeying Him and not serving Him, the opposite will happen to you. You won't have the shield and protection from the Most High if you disobey Him. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Let's continue. This story the man said ball of them have to do, and these guys they sell them soul.
The price they are paying to stay at the top of the elite? Oh, do you know what they need to do in night? Some footballers I know, not YouTube, face to face, told me they had to sleep in a cemetery for 3 days. Some of them had to have sex with their mother. Why? Because the door that gives you entrance to this world, you need to profane it. And as you profane it, you are closing the door for you for the afterworld. You are selling your soul through that. That's why they're asking them to do it. And people will still do it. There is footballers who done it and today have private jets. But they cannot sleep at night. That's why you will see them in nightclub taking cocaine, drugs, because they know for them is one way. But that's why, hallelujah, give the glory to God, because I saw footballers making this human sacrifice. Footballers sleeping with their mother, and by the power of Yeshua, the one who said to Lazarus, Lazarus, wake up. That voice, there is no sinner, there is no spirit that can stand against the name of Jesus. There is no pact that the blood of Jesus cannot unlock. And one footballer one day, we had a very deep conversation, brother. I can't give his name because he's still active. We were talking, he said, Khalil, your testimony inspired me so much. How can I exit? I said, what did you do? He said they asked him to sacrifice his 5 months old baby. and the guy of the hospital was also in the elite. So therefore, the baby was like he never was born. They erased him, and he went into the cult. He had to shower the same way we say, let's put the blood of Jesus around us. The same way they asked him to put the blood of his own child on him to have fame. And as he did that, you know what happened?
I want to see how the devil mimic everything what God do. The devil is a copycat, you know. So the blood of Jesus is what saves us. And what the devil do? Make a sacrifice a picnic and literally put the blood of your picnic on you to sell your soul. Mighty God.
He had fame, but when he goes to bed at night, he's hearing the voice of the baby crying. He cannot sleep. Oh my. But then, when he confessing to me all of that, and I say to him, yes, your solution now is to follow Jesus. Give up everything, follow. He said, but bro, that's where the prison, bro. The flesh is a prison. That's why he said, bro, but look, I have to give up all of this. Bro, it's hard. I say, yes, I know. And that's where I kind of felt for a minute the heart of God when he gave the parable that is going to be difficult for a rich man to make it to heaven. Why he said it? Because that guy in front of me was like, I can't give up this. I can't. And I was like, you know the way. The day you are ready, call me. And he's still playing. If he listened to this video, he will know that I'm talking about him. But
so when you say 5 months, do you mean in the womb or out of the womb?
Out of the womb. He was born 5 months.
Oh.
Out of the womb, sorry.
Oh.
A born baby, 5 months out of the womb. You know what breaks my heart even more is that when I share those in the UK here into Christian communities, to churches, and I'm like, you are reading the Old Testament. You are reading about people sacrificing child to Moloch, and you don't believe that people still do it in 2025? Come on.
Talk about it, brother. All of these things were told in the Bible. So why you think that they have stopped doing it? They are sacrificing all types of things on altars for wealth to serve Baal and the marine spirit and all types of other gods. I remember one day, you know, I think I made up my mind and I said, you know, I'm going to try every right way to realize my goals and dreams. And I'm not gonna lie, it's frustrating when you don't see things happening and you keep going and going, but I'm stubborn, so I don't give up. Like right now, I am disappointed with the stream that I'm doing right now, and the amount of people that is watching. I'm very disappointed, but I still continue and I still go ahead. I'm telling you, my YouTube is clear to me that my YouTube is under attack. Quite clear. But still I continue the same way and do with it. You understand? Because anytime the devil say, yeah, embrace God, these are the things that happen. You feel what I say? These are the things that happen. Anytime the devil say, yo, yeah, embrace and I lean upon God's word, these are the things that happen. So it's all good. It's all good. It's just a transition. And it is what it is. You feel what I say? Because you cannot explain having 38,900 and about 60 subscribers and you can't get double digit persons that can get the notification on Mega Live, and I've been on for 1 hour. Tell me say them thing they normal Jamaica. From a BOLO TBV 2.0 channel. That no normal. And I noticed that the subscriptions are going up. So a YouTube do it. A YouTube now give the people the notification. Hundreds of people are subscribed. But when we go live, nobody gets the notification, bro. If I don't share it, and then I have about 200. How much people may have in my group? We have 2,415 persons in the WhatsApp channel. See that? Hold on. See that? 2,415 persons. That's my WhatsApp channel. And I drop everything in there. In terms of the persons, them, in terms of the content I'm gonna put out, right? Bolo, it was yesterday I was at my nail tip and I have been calling her for months and not getting her. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how that coincides with what I'm saying. So maybe you're talking about the phone and everything. So although I'm sharing the information there, could it be that they're blocking the individuals from actually getting notifications and even the WhatsApp? I don't know. 2,400 is a lot of people. Again, if I get 10% of those people, right? 10%, let me see, 10% of them how much? 1% would be 124. Yeah, 241 people. If I get, what happened to you? If I get, you hear what? In here, so? I doubt it. 241 persons, ladies and gentlemen. Out of this group here, every time I post a link, if they should get notified, and it could be random, any 241 person out of the channel, the WhatsApp channel. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about today. And then we have a group now. No, that's not the group. Let me see the group. So much people in that group. 141 people in that group. The group is not somewhere them can actually talk, you know, because we notice the conversations then get out of hand. Because her phone is what she used to make her money. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And then she's getting blocked, eh? So I have two groups. One of them are over 100. So the WhatsApp channel is really where the big numbers are. In any case, ladies and gentlemen. And people gonna say to me, it's the time when I go live. It doesn't matter when I go live. It doesn't matter if I go live at 11 o'clock in the night, if I go live 6 p.m., 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m., 10 p.m., 12 p.m., 11 a.m., 10 a.m., 8 a.m. It doesn't matter when they go live. The people are not getting notification. Doesn't matter when they go live. I have 2 minutes. I have gone live every single different time of the day. And it's no different. The only thing that people can say is then Bolo. When you not set one time, we go live all the time. I tried that to the 11 p.m. But persons too tired, they gone to them bed. You understand? And that is it. And them have other shows that they watch. People are live every time of the day. You understand? Look for all of the programs them for YouTube. It's a big space. All I want is YouTube to send, because people can contact me, you know. You know, they don't see one live notification company phone. Bolo, and we're not getting your notifications. I am getting all of these complaints, and it's not like say I can write to YouTube and say, yo, what is going on? Why are you guys blocking my YouTube? Why are you guys doing that? What am I doing on my YouTube for you to block my YouTube? And now I have Bolo VNR, Bolo TBV, and now Bolo TBV now. One time I used to go live and over 100 persons will get the notification. See Queen I say, I have to search for you most times since recently. No notification. Sorry about that, Jada. Sorry about that, Jada. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, darling. Right? So I am getting these TikTok are the only thing, and even TikTok them have to press. I mean, I ask Christ, me, I'm telling you. TikTok is being totally suppressed. You have people on TikTok where I said to me, see me. But you know, long when I see no live notification, where have you been? And the good thing is them have the number. Because if they never have the number and say it to me, I wouldn't know, so them not get the notification. Sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't. So I search for you. Pick up yourself now, man. Me appreciate, and that's why I tell the people on TikTok, say, subscribe to my YouTube page, watch my video uploads, share them, watch the short videos there, share them, because this channel is under massive attack. May I tell us, it must be Pegasus. It must be Pegasus. I'm going to put it past them now. Because them are germs. Candy Phillips, what's up? Them people, them are germs.
Guys,
Come on. Come on.
it does not make sense. Abortion, them putting all the rules for abortion. They know what they passed there
Yes.
because this is child sacrifice. And they are feeding their algorithm, they're feeding their spirit, they're feeding their falling angels so that they can continue to rule. Look, a nation recently won a cup, but you saw the amount of people who died. You can't imagine.
Yes.
And they went and won the cup, but
Yes.
people can't see. One footballer, 1 year he lost his father, the next his mother, the next year he was top team. And people are not questioning. People are like, oh, it's a coincidence because they are in the flesh, and as the flesh is a prison, they think with the brain, the intellect. They don't see the spiritual. And I say, God, why? Please, would you please reveal to me why?
Hi, Selena. Yes, darling, I hope you're doing well too. Thanks for passing through.
Why they cannot see this? God said, go back to Genesis, you will understand, Khalil. And I went back to study Genesis. And as I was studying Genesis, I saw that God created Adam and Eve in his image and his likeness. He said, let us create mankind in our likeness and our image. Right? And that was perfect, like God, no sin. And then Genesis chapter 2, he said, let us form man from the dust. I was like, God, there is still creation or what? He said, now you start to see where I'm going, Khalid. And the Holy Spirit then asked me this question. How come Adam never knew he was naked before eating the fruit? I was like, can you repeat that question? He said, how come Adam never knew he was naked before eating the fruit? I was like, okay, good question. I never thought of that. He said, because their physical eyes were closed. So when they die, when they ate the fruit, they didn't die physically, but the eyes of the spirit, the intimacy with God, they were seeing God, they were feeling God, they were intimate with God, with the Holy Spirit, because the flesh was closed, the flesh was dead and crucified. But the minute they ate the fruit, there was a transition from the spirit to the flesh. That's why the eyes, the Bible tells you explicitly that the eyes of their flesh were open and they saw they were naked.
That's good.
Transition. And when the transition started, that's where our problem started. Because we start to see the things we were not naturally supposed to see, brother.
Whoa.
But now, as we are born again, we are supposed to see with the help of the Holy Spirit the things.
Hallelujah.
The price they are paying to stay at the top of the elite.
Oh.
Do you know what?
It's deep, ladies and gentlemen. It's deep. It's deep. See all these players and all these artists and all these people. See their parents drop out, and then all of a sudden, you know, they are propelled to this high state.
Imagine being able to download an app with your name on it.
They are propelled to these high states, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a coincidence. Can you imagine? Man, if you sleep with them, man, all these guys have to be sleeping with their mom to gain status and wealth. That's how I'm gonna get wealthy, man. Listen, hey, unalive my unborn child and pour the blood over me. Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm straight on that. No, sir. Forget about it. Well, I'm so happy that I've never been in a position where any demons or agents of the devil decided that I was approachable for anything of that nature. You know what I mean? I'm so happy. But the devil use all different types of ways to trick you out of your purpose, you know. Yeah, man, the devil use all type of ways to trick you out of your purpose. But let's listen to the man of God, because he wanna blaze the fire last night, you know, man. Pastor, Bishop, Dr. Mark Stewart,
Bishop Jermaine. Coming up, this country, I don't know what would have happened. But here is a cry: no retreat, no surrender. The cry. You ain't gonna see me out there in the sun with no placard protesting. That not gonna move.
So the weapons of
the journey of life is not an easy one.
Should have been stopped, could have been stopped, and you didn't stop it. And now you're crying out, protesting and bawling out. I don't understand how you people went and did what you did, and now you're bawling and crying. You did what you're not supposed to do, and now it's backfiring. You're crying. You're crying. What you can do? You can't stop them. Listen. One, we've got to gather.
Right now is the only hope.
And anytime Jamaica understand that going out to make noise now is not going to work, trying to talk social media all over the place ain't going to work. You got the prophecy. You got the word. We told you. We told you what to do. You didn't listen. We were out there in the streets. We were out there in the neck of the woods of Jamaica crying out. You didn't join us. You run us, as a matter of fact, shake us off. And now you're out there. You're out there trying to gather people to cry out, to bawl out, to what? To protest. When we called you to protest, you didn't come. Now we're calling you and letting you know, Jamaican people, there's only one way, and it's God's way.
He's the answer.
Only God could have stopped Pharaoh. Only God could have stopped Herod. Only God could empower men so powerful to stop Ahab and Jezebel.
Come on.
It wasn't them, it was God. There comes a point when it is out of man's hands.
And only God.
It was 9 times that Moses went to Pharaoh and tell him, let
my people
God's people go, and he hardened his heart and would not. The 10th time, God had to act himself.
Yes.
He said, I am the Lord, the God of I will pass through and I will kill. It was bigger now. It was out of Moses' hand,
right,
and it was out of the people's hand. And God had to act himself. Jamaica is at a place where we have let down God, put faith and trust in man, and even when you were warned, they still went and did what they did, made the decisions they did, deceived, tricked, and mocked God, and elevate man, and thought it would have worked in their favor. Now it's backfiring. What are you going to do? You need to humble yourself. Jamaican people, they need to get off their pride, humble themselves, and come before God.
Turn.
And turn. And until that is done, there will be no peace. There will be no end to stopping
Wickedness will increase.
the government, the leader, who cannot even help himself. Because one thing Jamaican people must do, a lot of what the government and the leader is doing is not on his own doing. He's programmed. And I've been telling the nation a long time that when that man met Bill Gates and these guys, they program him. The Prime Minister of Jamaica is not himself, because there's no way a man in his own mind and in his own natural ability to think could be doing what he's doing to his country and his people. So we know that he's not operating on a human thinking, a natural human being. Yeah? That man is a robot controlled by Bill Gates. You're talking to me. Controlled by America. That man can't help himself. So all of you going on talking about, there's nothing y'all can do until you come together and try. Remember when Ahab and Jezebel and these guys, these people were unstoppable until God, until they cry out to God and bow and declare God is God. Then God step in and act on it. And that's where we are as a nation. I'm telling you, makes no sense. People are going to get up now, running up and down about put their head on it. The heart has been hardened, not just hardened, controlled by an international global system. Right now, the most confused and the most worried person in this country right now is the man they're trying to get rid of, the Prime Minister himself. He's more worried and troubled than me and most of all Jamaicans right now, because he's caught between a rock and a hard place. He has to now make a choice. He's in there is 3 dimension. Right now, he probably can't sleep at night because he sold his people and he's thinking about all that his people is going through under his leadership. But now he's got to deal with 2 nations fighting to control the people that he sold. He must be a miserable man. We got to pray for him. He probably right now need prayer more than anything else. China and America, I've been saying this from 2 years. How many years? China has invested. They control the ground. America want to control the top, the government, the leadership. Are you with me?
Easy fix. You know, you're the man said, Bill Gates control the man. The man is not himself. I not him alone talk about it. Him sell him soul. Sell him soul. That's why the Bible said, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? So right now, because he's controlled by forces of darkness, and he's not himself, now, you know, he's in a trouble. So you hear the prophet say right now he need prayer more than anybody else. You see me? You make the devil set him up. Don't make no deals with the devil, ladies and gentlemen. You remember in that pandemic? You remember how they were out there evangelizing for persons to take the joke? Let's not forget. Greed. Greed, Freddie, where I deal with? Greed, ladies and gentlemen. Get me to 50k likes now. And today are Friday, you know, what I deal with? Today are Friday on my side, don't not treat myself. Bless up the thing, man. Bless up the life, man. Bless up the life. Alright, bless up the life, my people. Bless up the life. Alright? Bless up the life. Donna Chrissy, what's up, my baby? Elaine is still here with me. Big up Elaine. Big up Wola and chat David. Yeah, man, bless up, man. Bless up, bless up.
If you notice, America is dictating to the government while China is building the ground. So now, who does he respond to? Those who can't.
Last night, me drop out comment in the chat. You know, I hear Pastor. Pastor said, you know, watch Bolo. Bolo is watching. You have to be careful what you're saying. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. No, listen. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm telling you already, you know. Pray to God and ask God for guidance. Because Jamaica is one dark place. You understand? China want to claim Jamaica on that style. America want to claim Jamaica on that style. And the war is on. Well, America now use the style. America tell you what time it is. They're very direct. China use style. China is the colonizer way. Come bearing gifts. America brawling. None of them taking over Jamaica and a good feeling away. But one of them worse than the other. Want to read between the lines. You must know. Me say, ask God for guidance. Belton Road. Then I say, come on, I tell him, man.
Control his head are those who are building his feet.
Somebody hold head.
Right now, he's regretting a lot of stuff that he cannot undo. His head is gonna roll, that's all I know. So y'all gone to your...
I'm dead.
I am asking a question. I'm not saying that this is what the pastor said. The man's name head is gonna roll, that's all he know. What you mean, pastor? What you mean? What you mean?
Right now, he's regretting a lot of stuff that he cannot undo. His head is gonna roll, that's all I know. So y'all gone to your... Because a lot of people who go into these dark world demonic, they don't know what they're getting into until they get in.
Yeah.
And when they get in and sign in, it's too late. Once they sign in the order, coming out means death and destruction. Right now, this leader is either life or death. Yes. Either he continue to serve his masters. If he pulls out, he's done. They will done him. So now we got to pray that God will step in and do what only God can do.
Amen.
Jamaican people, hear me well. Some of you don't want to hear me talk, and some of you don't like me when I talk. But I talk, but I know I need to talk. And when I talk, I make sense. I'm not a blogger. I'm a preacher. I'm not a TikToker. I'm a preacher. I'm a prophet. Only God. Been telling you to reverse the order, cry to God. No, you're not hearing. No, I know I'm a do. Me ain't trying no way. Good night.
Bishop.
Right.
Bishop.
Night.
Chapter 5.
Because they're waiting on. They should have just called out. I don't know what they're waiting on. What the IC waiting on. They should have just called out all of them one time. They got them. They got them, you know.
Jamaica. I wonder if Andrew is really going to be the victim of the prophecy of Marcus Garvey. Wow. Wow. Get the taps up, guys. Get the taps up for me. We need 50k likes on the TikTok. We can't control YouTube, but TikTok, work with me, man. Reverse the curse. Somebody say. Reverse the order. Back to the sender, man. If a China, any one of them.
How much they gone? 2? the Prime Minister, and with the two Andrews. Who else? They're calling them too slow. They got the two Andrews out. Who are the others? They got a lot of them. If they call all of them out right now, then the government is not the government. And they don't want to create that kind of a thing in the country. But the IC, they all need to call out everybody, and Jamaica will see.
Yes.
They got them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's see if they're going to buy out. They got money, you know. They got a lot of money. They're going to buy out the system. Lord have mercy. Jamaica people, we are telling them. Anyway. Judges 6. They were so stressed out, they started hiding in mountain cavern caves. They cried out to the Lord, their God, and he sent them a deliverer. Israel 400 years. And God said, I heard the groaning, I see the tears, and I heard them crying out.
My God.
And I have come down to deliver them. Because even when he prepared Moses 80 years, Moses couldn't get them out. It took a death order, a killing overnight order to release God's people. When some people's heart gets hardened, like our leader heart is, as we can see, these guys, they are heartless towards their citizens and the people who they govern. They have no heart for the people. When people are controlled by evil, they become heartless. They don't care. They do what they do, whether you live or die, it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, they want you dead. And it's okay, they come to your funeral. These Illuminatis, these people who sign to the devil, who are devil worshippers, they have no heart for people, for children, for nobody. They don't care. They have an assignment, and they are assigned to an order, and they have to accomplish that which they order. This leader has 4 more, hold on, when was the election? 4 years and a few months. Is that long? Yeah, to accomplish his task. I told you to stop him before he get to this year, and you didn't hear. So whenever I want to get, phone and fall. Me they telling you, push something in the wheel and tap the tire for a spin. I want to never hear. No, no, bar, no protest. Nice son, that's not happening.
Oh Jesus!
When your finger should have did it, you didn't do. Now you're out there in the hot sun balling out. I just go.
Someday things will work out.
Wait.
I've cried in the dark.
We told that. The order, reverse it.
That is funny.
We told you to stop the order, reverse it. You never listen.
Funny.
No, not worry about 10,000.
The journey of life is a heavy road.
Listen to me. Me not go to that. Driver might just get, because even when I have to be begging for my driver, sometimes police stop them. I have to say, "Oh, this is the official of the state, Prophet Mark Stewart." Is okay. This is state official coming through. Bishop. Sometimes, like, you know that policeman. You have one police woman who work on the Mandela Highway. She ride bike. She kind of thick and stout. Is that woman there? She no ramp. Hey, come like a ticket allergy school she go. No, she give me a 10 grand ticket. We go up on the bridge and come down. You know, when you go down a gas station, and you up the overhead, right? And you on the Mandela, and you come down. Me no see no stop like that. Me never know say stop like that. So. And she set right in. You know the stoplight black or bush black it so you can't see it. And the police woman, me think that them would chop with the bush so people can't see the stop. But they don't do that. You know, the stoplight hide. And them they're right there now. And line up everybody will come down and stop and wrap them something.
Yeah, Pastor, me there, man. Pastor Peter Chambers, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure someone follow him, you know. See him comment there. They say, if you don't follow Pastor on TikTok, go ahead. A PW PWTER. I don't know why a PWTER name. I don't know if it's a mistake you make. I know say it's at Peter Chambers. So you guys follow the pastor here. Follow the man of God. There is 3 names so far on the IC. Yeah, man. Wholeness weekly, but Xavier main situation. I don't know. I don't think it's as high as weekly Andrew Wholeness. It could get high through deeper investigation. Or you just did a TikTok ministry. Are your son who did it? Oh, okay. So, hold on.
Me think so them would that chop with the bush so people can see the stop, but they don't do that, you know, the stoplight hide. And them they're right there, you know. And line up everybody will come down and stop and wrap them some 10,000 tickets. I'm tell you, man, so me not only drive this side now. I don't know why me go up on the back and come off, you know. You know when you just go on and come up on the side? Yeah. And but me know her from say she not play games. She not ram, she not take talk, she does run ticket. Me don't know look like she work for some post up. Me don't know she must get.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to try change the pastor.
Extra pay for Andrew. 10 grand she lick me now. Yeah, man, the woman there with on the Mandela highway. You don't know her, right? She always she ride hard. She go like she a man. Yeah, a ticket specialist there. I pray for her, yeah. Things will work out. I pray for you. Laughing. I want to listen to you. You are make your face. Me just go easy, you know. But she the policeman on the highway, on the Mandela highway. That's how she frequent. From top to bottom, she always ride up and down. That one day, yes. Big and stout. No, make we pray for her. September, Pastor, you're a driver.
Yes, sir.
So the government sat down. Me tell us that them have some people who sit down and a strategize. How can people wicked?
Get the poor.
Them people that were them having in the room. I make decision against Jamaicans, them not play. And they come like them under serious order. Number one, the police have been weaponized against the nation's people. You know that?
Holy Ghost.
The police, and let me say it clearly, I'm not afraid to say it.
Somebody said they call her Miss Healthy Body. So hold on, I said that the police they famous. I hope I never not really travel like that. So. We not really book up in them and these new laws that them coming with take off points off of this and take off points off of that. Listen what man I gotta say.
They have been paid for them. Not everybody, but most of them. They were given what they need. Out of all the other institutions, the police force was fully weaponized. And we see it. The killings, the this, the that. And they have been even more weaponized come September with a deadly. This one is no joke. Normally you get a ticket. Your license, all right. Now they're going to after taking your license, my friend. Yeah. This is no joke. Everything you do, every offense, points. How much points one license carry?
Used to be 14.
Huh?
Used to be 14.
Used to be 14. How much now?
I'm not sure.
How much points one license carry? Anybody know? I'm police on the line. Tell me there. Where's my police right now? How much points? We work with. Because based on the point system, 2-3 tickets you lose your life for 6 months or a year. Depends on the offense, may I tell you? And now that's no joke. So you're getting ticket and you're losing points.
They say 14 points the ticket 100. So when you're gonna take off 2 points off a man license for an offense, you done, man. No sir, this not serious.
So you have it. So by December, half of the car them where they on road I go park. Even though them a pay mortgage and then license, register, fitness, and all them something there. Enough people now go to park at them. You go see.
Jamaica, start ride bicycle here. Yeah, man. Get one of them bicycle there where you can use solar energy to charge your battery. If them have any like that. Yeah, man, get on a bicycle, man. Make sure you have a helmet and everything. And ride very carefully. Pray and ask God to cover it. Because a madman end up on the road. But it would have good if you don't get on a bicycle. Those who can ride. It's a bit dangerous. No, for real, it's a bit dangerous. Saturday, Saturday, what did I say? What did I say, Saturday? What did I say? What am I saying now, Saturday?
Right now they probably have a whole economy of police a train for put out their September just for that. No, me I tell you, right now them have a whole academy of young police right now, me I tell you, in training just to carry out that the mandate they alone. For ticket people and take away people license and point them out, tell them, because here is the plan. The license carries powerful weight in Jamaica, your driver's license. Is one of the IDs that you literally can pull out and do anything with. When the national ID is not usable because you don't have everything, and the passport is not available. If you have a driver's license internationally, you can drive, right?
Yes.
You can use it. Yeah? Hear this thing, you know. You go foreign, you have a license, you know if it got, you understand? You can drive.
For a period of time.
For a period of time until whatever. But you can, as a tourist, as a whatever. If you don't have no license at all, how you go drive a fine? How you go drive with? So all the people them, you lose your license, you go foreign, you can't drive. Think about it. You're there Jamaica, and for some reason, they lick you some points in the 2 months or 3 month time. Eventually, by the time you look, you lose your license, right? You pay for the car. You just get the car. You pay insurance. You pay mortgage. And suppose then give you 1 year. 1 year, and them say either 6 months or over 1 year. So slap before you get back.
No, but Saturday, I am solution oriented. You know, we don't just come and criticize, you know. I am solution oriented. At the end of the day, what is going to happen is that people are going to not be able to drive. They're going to lose their license. And some people are going to unruly and still drive, and they're going to go to prison. So the prison are going to full up even more. Or because they're not criminal, the police are going to shoot them. Because Jamaican police love to shoot criminals. Well, some of them. Not all of them. Too many of them. Once you're labeled as a criminal in Jamaica, there's a fraction of Jamaica that believe you're supposed to die. Yes. So, to avoid being labeled as a criminal and lose your life, you want to ride some bicycle. Right, Saturday?
You still a pay for your car.
Can't drive it.
Your license, you can't drive it. Or somebody have to drive it for you. And if you can't find nobody to drive it, you park. But you're still up here. Money for what you can use. Alright, you're there at Portmore. And you know traffic still morning time, Pastor. Yes, so some people get up like 3, 4 o'clock. Ready and drive out for reach a town 8 o'clock. Right? For beach of everything. You lose your car. And you're there at Portmore. And you want to get a town to catch your work. And now you have to take bus. You end up going late for your work. Every day because more people are going to take bus. Because a lot of people don't want no tickets. So some people literally now going to either drive or they are going to lose their lives. So we are going to have a slowdown of workforce because a lot of people either going to get scared to drive, right? Or they're going to lose their license. So the workforce of the country is going to be affected by mobility of some key and important people. Because people literally get tickets every day, you know. But we can go pay a ticket and drive and go on with business. But when you start lose points now in a way if it take away your thing from you, and that's how the crunch are going to hit Jamaicans and drivers.
My God.
Because they're going to be a whole academy of police in every nook and corner, may I tell you. With clear cut job description. Take as much license as possible.
The least thing you do.
The least thing you do.
Gone.
The points gone, and enough Jamaicans lose their license. Here why. If the government wants to bring in their new identification system, you have to find a way to get rid of what the people are carrying that carries power. The driver's license carries, like America, your social security, which is your TRN, is on it. So you can go anywhere with your driver's license. Your TRN is on it. It's nationally recognized as one of the most credible and important identification of a person. A lot of times you go places, they say, give us your driver's license. Yeah, for identification. Where's your TRN? Boom, you flick your driver's license, you have it. You know your passport. Your national ID, I don't know. So the driver's license, yeah, renewable, When they take it away, what if at the end of, say, they get enough where them feel like they get enough now? And them say, in order for you to get back driver's license and everything, you can't go get the same driver's license. You're going to have to apply for the NEEDS. Because we're not going to give you back that. You're going to have to now get. Either you take this or you not get back nothing.
That's where revelation comes in now.
No, that's the strategy, my friend. Anybody convince me, anybody tell me anything otherwise. Kamiha don't check on the Holy Ghost, don't tell me. They have sat and strategized. Take away the driver's license. The passport can go easy. Them can just change it up. The national ID they can stop. But the driver's license was the hardest. Because everybody is moving to get their driver's license to drive, but it also provides an opportunity for people to have an identification that is so credible with a two-way thing with the TRN on it. Your address is on it. Yeah? So you can use your driver's license every single darn thing you're doing. It carries your address, carries your TRN, your ID, picture ID. Powerful. So here is what the government and their cronies sit down and decide. If we're going to make the needs effective, we have to do something about the ID that they already have, because they're going to say they already have identification, so they don't need it. When you pull and threaten them and get the national driver's license out of the hands of the people, then you roll in the new plan and said, this is what you're going to get. This is what you got to take. You think the people them not go and take it because they want to drive? So they might go have to take it. Because they might go and drive in car. What they might pay for. What them a mortgage, what them have there. So they don't have no choice now when they are given an offer to say, we have taken your license, but this is how you can drive. Take the NEEDS, take the ID that carries everything. You don't need to go back to get back. You're not going to get back that. So that's why they give 6 months to a year, which means by that time, everything, the new system comes into effect. Right? So nobody can be saying, oh, I have a license, so I can just go on, I'm going to have to take that. No, you don't have none. And you want to move up and down and drive. So you have to go take what them are give you. That's the strategy. Mr. Prime Minister, I know your strategy. Every time you strategize, me know. That's why you don't like me, because me always tell the people them what. And the people them, instead of them believe me, them believe you. And them, the little fool them to understand, say, me, I get the revelation, while you, I carry out the plan.
Keep telling me it's time.
You watch and see. Remember, I don't say me a liar, I mean, I don't say we can be a false prophet. So, make we see if I don't say it, I go. You know what, hold me to it? Mark it. Since you don't say me a false prophet, hold me to it and see if this is not a strategy to take away driver's license, to bring in the order. But they had to do it in a way where they said, all right, we're going to put in a ticket system, a system where the points. So, because there's no way a government could sit down and say, listen, we're going to go after the citizen by taking so much points off their license. Every offense, if them yam, if them pee. Let me tell you, looking at all on a green monkey, all on a green duppy, all on a green idiot, all on a... Just think for a minute. After we are under so much pressure as a country, we are lose so much as a citizen. We are already being pressured on every side, financially, gas, everything, food, light, water, and the government knows that. tax has gone on. So everything. Why would a government sit down and decide to make people immobile by setting up a system to roll out that is going to affect so much people? And people are going to say, well, just don't break the law. Listen, me can't get a van ticket because as me say, me get a 10,000 ticket for a stop sign when me know the day when me never recognize, me never see. So, Bolo, come on, by tomorrow Bolo have life. Yeah, I remember. I never see one man come by and sit down and buy time to play. Me tap talk tomorrow Bolo go play me. Yeah, Bolo. From Bolo there, I know say tomorrow I go here, you go see Bolo. Bolo, good night. Listen to me. I sat and I thought about it, and I'm saying, no government who knows their people are under already pressure. Work with the ticket, no man. Give it the ticket. Why would the government sit down and decide to go after people's license if they don't have a plan and a strategy behind it? If you're top a roadside for people, remember bathroom and like America where you have rest stop and whatever, you know, people pull over road, go a bush, all police do it, everybody do it. I'm going to now get Annette, but Annette, I go a blood issue, Annette, I go wait till he reach somewhere, a yard, not up a bush. Annette, not up a bush. Annette, we say, Annette, come on, we start. Annette said, no, when I reach, I'm not going to know.
So she won't get no ticket.
No, she won't. If Annette the road, she now get that etiquette there. Because she not top a road, so she are but like we know, enough man top a road, if the police catch you, no ticket just loading up points. You're losing points to stop and people. You eat one mango, nice East Indian you tap and buy, and you drive and I eat a mango. Well on, you tap a juice buy a patty, but you hurry and you can't sit down and eat it, so you drive and you beat your patty and the police tap you, you're gone with not just ticket but points.
You park at a place that you're not supposed to park.
You park at a place there, sir.
No, you don't have nowhere to park.
You don't have nowhere to park. That place jam up. And you just tap. Ticket plus points. Nobody in this country, I don't care how much you don't hate me, I don't like me. No, can't tell me say, this is not a strategy. This is not a plan. It is.
Lord help us.
And those who sit down and did it,
they're making the way for revelation.
Nobody can convince me. Said the government has sit down and put a team of people in place to sit down and say, this is what we want to do. We want to bring in this, but it's gonna, if we do it this way, the people are going to say that, so let's do it this way. Let's put points and enforce it. Right? No, it's a wicked. This is one of the most wickedest of all. What if a taxi man out there then get ticket every day, then pay a ticket and go and drive and taxi them money? When you lose your license,
gone off the road.
Them gone off a road, you know how much family, how much children, how much people depend on. So the oppression and the poverty, the frustration is going to become so thick. But it is also a plan to have that happen so that the people have no choice but to give in to the demonic system. Take the mark. So when I tell you that this man and his people, that's why he runs the office off. That's why he's in charge of he sits in a chair that everybody answers to him because he's the beast of Jamaica. And he's set to do what he has been programmed. Yeah, the chip in our head. We're controlled by whoever control the chip. When they touch the button, in the hand of chat, him have to just do what they want him to do. Prime Minister, please come, let me put some olive oil and get the chip out of your head.
Man of God.
No, I find him to take the chip. I say, I can do a surgery on him in head and get the chip out what they have in his brain outside. Yeah? Can program. Nobody can tell me no. Program fully controlled by a system that says do what we say or else. And him can't do better. Him can't stop it.
Every giant has a weakness.
And nobody talk about you now go get bicycle. Because all if you don't get we not have to go insure. I put the registration. Hey, Jamaica first.
Weeping and wailing, gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, put Jamaica first, man. Yeah.
When I cannot see the answer, when I cannot see the pathway,
we don't have to go walk. But when you walk and you want people, the police catch up and serve you. If you have nothing to get ticket, then go and points, them will go arrest you. Them will go harass you and arrest you. Because the police have been weaponized against the people. They pay them off to carry out whatever they need to carry. And through their love money, them a ramp. Out there, them out them off. You have a few good ones, but I tell us, most of them out there, they done join the yard already.
God help us.
What if a police in the yard there, don't hey, there's some police out there, they're fully large, they're fully dominant, they're fully demonic. So it was easy to get them because they sell their soul, they have them under control. So they weaponize them.
Right?
Huh?
They plan a civil war remanded.
My God, if you plan a civil war, and this I forgot, they never shoot to kill. Meet a maker. Not the judge, you're going to meet a maker. Don't play it.
So all I know we are talking about what is no Father God. Oh my God, bro. What is this? It does fix my computer. What is man? You just fix my computer. Don't tell me I have to carry my computer going my computer on again. So all the people we are talking about, we're supposed to do this and we're supposed to do that. You know, hear what man I got say? And that's what does say the Lord. The man them a plan, the man them been a plan for me from last year. You know what's up? From last year, the government planned for me. You remember when Andrew go keep him in meeting a halfway tree and he did don't know say, I think a crossroad, and they don't know say Mark Golding them did have their meeting set to crossroad. You remember that? You see what happened? It's a setup, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you. Right? Now, for the persons them that are on BOLO VNR clips and BOLO VNR 2.0, they can come over to BOLO TBV. Now, I'll end the live over here, so yeah? Alright, if you don't want to continue here. Same thing with the persons them on TikTok. Persons them on TikTok. The link to my bio. The link to my YouTube page is in the bio. You can come over to my YouTube here. Alright, I'm live over BOLO TBV. Come to BOLO TBV. And subscribe to the link in the bio as well. Thank you for the support.
So the police have been weaponized.
Dark days ahead, man.
Dark days. I'm telling you, if we go out there for riot and do not know, they're dead off. So no better just.
Babylon.
Jamaica, want to do it. I can understand how people who got out there, jump and shout for 32,000 and make nice and wear clothes and jump up and say, what? And no, they say, what chance to make the decision to act, even though they're thief it, I lose fibs. But yeah, some people are out of code there, where no could have take out and things would have different. But no, them go out there Cause then get a promise.
For you, nothing is too.
And now, honestly, me for joining where? Come join me. Come make a ball out to God. Anything I have to do with looking to the hills to God in night. If Jamaicans just go out there with placard, me night. Go talk and make nice and me night that.
We have to go ball out.
That can't help we right now. If thousands are going to get up and go out there so now placard and that can't change what is already done and what is coming and what is happening. We have to take a different approach. Like Israel, like the people of God, recognize at some point man can't help and nothing can change the order that they're in. So they now look up and start crying to the Almighty who is bigger and better than man. Do you know why these guys fear me? Because they know I am connected to the divine. And I don't deal with man on the ground. I deal with God up in the heavens. He's bigger than man, you hear? So we are called Jamaican people to stop on the foolishness. Let's get together before God. The Bible said Nineveh, the wicked city, wicked, when they got the word from the prophet Jonah, they went into sackcloth and ashes. They repent and turn to God, and God relent and have mercy on them. Jamaica, when you think out there with on the phone now, something have show up on the face and I carry on and I make nice and I can go and help with. No, have another guest coming. A judgment, then just go and pile it on. They go and pile it on. They go and Jamaica, your government, they go and pile, and now they go and pile it on. Now that they realize they want to go, they go make they go and pile on the pressure. One by one, them are going to roll out some things. Watch in the next couple of months.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, go and see the heartless leader want to have.
Help
because if you know ball, if you know go out there, they are going to see different rollout. It's like how them are roll out the point, them just lick it down. So by September, get ready. Bam. By they're gonna, and after that, something else are gonna roll again. Me tell you already for last year, Jamaica, listen, I said this. I said, when this man finished with you, I want to see all of what is set against the people who are going to cry and borrow and go and wish to God and never do want to do. I told you, time is the master. I told you, wait and see. All the things that they have planned that is going to roll out on this country, I'm not going to know, and too late will be the cry. Because when I was too naive, selfish, foolish, and never thought about your future, your children, your generation. You talk about your hungry belly and the little money in your pocket, the little temporary money. Done ya now. It done now. The little money want to get and collect, done now. So now, when I make nice on a ball, until when I get no more. Pastor, I told them. When I saw the billions coming in, I said to Jamaicans after the hurricane, don't put on your mind on that money, because that money is coming in to do what they use the hurricane to bring the money in as a sham. But they have planned and the people will not see. What is happening? Was I false? Was I not right? 2% out of so much is spent. 2%. And where is the rest? Nobody can touch, can get. But there is a plan to build and to develop and to do all of that. Where they gonna get it from? They already have it. The money came under Sykes. That's how people, you don't understand how the underworld work, my friend. You tell them, no for them will vote for out there demonstrate. You tell them think they know out there. Move that mountain. Only God can. Ball out. Let's get together, yeah? Prayer, yeah? Only prayer. The only thing this man afraid of is a prayerful church, yeah? This man and these people not afraid of nothing, you see? But you see Satan and the satanic people, them, the only thing they fear is when people gather to pray sincerely to God, yeah? Because they know God answer prayer. Jamaica people, come out, I son. You know, come to church, come make we pray. And that me I tell you, I'm good that I go work. Make we call God. If you don't believe anything that I'm saying to you, let's get together and call on God. That's the only way. Me I tell you. These powerful forces, they weren't from Old Testament to New, they weren't players. These guys who were heartless and dangerous, the Pharaohs, the Herods, All of these guys could not be stopped by man, only by God. But the people had to cry out to God. Let's do it Bible way, not man's way. Not for like and share on social media. Make we have a holy gathering. And anytime the church and the people gather together in a number that please God, watch and see what God can do. We don't want to go to church. We don't want to come to church. We don't want to gather with the preachers. We don't want to number up. Anytime we fill the stadium and the arena and ball, like when match their stadium, and the crowd go out and when goals score, then scream. God want to hear a sound coming out of Jamaica with a mass. But I don't see no religious gathering so massive, so huge that we can touch heaven in Jamaica yet. Why? We're divided, segregated, separated. Everybody I try to do a thing to get likes and share, and I get to be seen and heard. We're not together with a voice, and that is a problem. The nation of Israel cried to God. But the nation, you know, come on, found the pride. I know found the top one up, I'm full of pride. It's not just a little people in our corner cry. The nation must stop. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Jamaican people are telling all the time, I will not join a protest in this country until we all decide to shut it down. Me not join a protest until everybody decides, say, we all are going to shut down this thing and hurt the government in their pockets. That's protest. No movement. Nobody goes to work. Nobody does nothing. The only way you can hurt a government, hurt them in their pocket, let them lose revenues beyond what they can afford to lose. Nobody shows up for the government work, government institutions, tax office, those places. Nobody goes for a day. You're going to say, but we still have to pay. Yeah, but they want money every day. Hurt them. Hurt them the way they're hurting us. They expect us to get up every day and do what we need to do to put money in their pocket to do what they need to do. If you want a real protest, shut down the darn country. Everybody come together and decide, say, no bus, no taxi, no school, no teacher, no lawyer, no this, no that, no civil servant, nobody a move. They can't fire everybody. Servant. Me not join no protest until everybody decides, say, we it's not just a little people in our corner cry. The nation must stop. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Jamaican people are telling all the time, I will not join a protest in this country until we all decide to shut it down. Me not join no protest until everybody decides, say, we all are going to shut down this thing and hurt the government in their pockets. That's protest. No movement. Nobody goes to work. Nobody does nothing. The only way you can hurt by shut up, right? It's not just a little people in our corner cry. The nation must stop. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Jamaican people are telling all the time, I will not join a protest in this country until we all decide to shut it down. Me not join no protest until everybody decides, say, we all are going to shut down this thing and hurt the government in their pockets. That's protest. No movement. Nobody goes to work. Nobody does nothing. The only way you can hurt a government, hurt them in their pocket, let them lose revenues beyond what they can afford to lose. Nobody shows up for the government work, government institutions, tax office, those places. Nobody goes for a day. You're going to say, but we still have to pay. Yeah, but they want money every day. Hurt them. Hurt them the way they're hurting us. They expect us to get up every day and do what we need to do to put money in their pocket to do what they need to do. If you want a real protest, shut down the darn country. Everybody come together and decide, say, no bus, no taxi, no school, no teacher, no lawyer, no this, no that, no civil servant, nobody a move. They can't fire everybody. But somehow no, I gotta do somehow no, I gotta try security. No, do it. We're not together. That's so you can't have one little set of people in a son. So them and the whole of the rest of the country gone. gonna do them business as usual. You get what I'm saying? That not hurt the government. Them not see that as nothing. If you want to hurt a government, you shut down the darn country. Shut it down. Nobody move. When them look for everybody I come a bank, everybody I come a tax office, everybody I come, nobody now show up. Security not there. No security now show up. Nobody. You can fire everybody. Huh?
No way.
Okay. No bus driver. No JUTC. Nobody move. That's what you call a protest. Hurt the government. If your protest is not hurting the government, it makes no sense. They're not going to take stock. And if they don't move, you do it again on next day. Let them lose 10 billion, 5 billion, 2 billion a day and see if they have to roll back some of the things. Everybody, when September come and decide, say, them are going to roll out the thing. Yeah? Nobody move. So the police, them out there, and wait for look for people if you take points from, and then I have nobody if you take a day road empty. No gas station now sell no gas. No now move. No government. And see if them not have to do something. And then can't lock up everybody and can't stop everybody. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It's only impossible because some people no mean the country no good. And some people are selfish and for themselves. Lock it down. We need to have a protest called lock it down and lock down the whole country, 14 parish. No movement. Let we the citizens create a no movement there. Nobody, everybody buy food, put in their yard, cock up, sit down, watch TV, and nobody left their yard for the day. I see if the government not driving it, then I go crazy. I have to roll back some of my thing there. So them put in a COVID and say no move. But you hear what they did? They made sure the business is because they can't do without the resources. So we now need to turn that around and say, if I say you want to play, make we play at your game. Nobody move. Shut it down. If one day nobody no go at tax office, you know how much revenue? What them expect to get for the day? If 2 days nobody no go pay no money. You know what happened? Okay, Jamaica. I want me if you organize protest. But it can't work.
Yo, you know how long me I say that? You know how long me I tell the people them that? You know how long me I tell them that? Hit them where it hurts, Jamaica. Hit them where it hurts. Been not telling them that long time. We're telling them say we don't need to do no violence. We don't need to burn no tire in the street. We don't need to do none of that. And you know, it's funny, you know. It's funny because Pastor Shuttleworth said something similar, you know. Yeah, he said something similar. I'm not going to hear it. Sorry about that. Pastor Shuttleworth said something similar, guys. They're going to sue me at that.
Why I am deliberate not to give the impression that it is all policemen. Because the police, they were telling you that because they don't subscribe to it.
Wake up, churches across. What kind of church is that? That you have to carry the information and increasing. That is something good. Friends, wake up. Churches across Jamaica, wake up. It is not God's plan for Jamaica to bow to the beast system. Understand that. Oh. The beast, God will still deliver the nation. However, those specific leaders who are licky, they make special provisions for the nation. And their booklet for their the needs that was sponsored, a part sponsored by them. Can you imagine? So that the church can hold the leaders and effective immediately, we are going to stop doing business with you too. Look the bank and say, listen, across the world will bow to the beast system. Jamaica will not bow. The church must lead the way in cleaning up our acts so that the church can hold the leaders accountable. If the churches, it doesn't have to be all, but if churches, enough churches look the bank and say, listen, we are not going to give up the use of cash. And effective immediately, we are going to stop doing business with you too. What do you think would happen? Do you think that if the churches in Jamaica, and when I say churches, I'm not talking about all, because there are a number of so-called churches that are not churches, okay? So I'm not talking about those. But those who are rightly aligned. And we come together and we say, listen, banks, this is what we will accept and this is what we won't. The banks have to fall in line. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Many of the banks, the employees, including managers, supervisors, line workers, are members of churches, and a number of them are born again believers in Christ. So it's not just about money, but if they withdraw their support, we don't have any banks. The banks can't function. Do you understand the power that the Church of the Living God has in Jamaica? But what they have done is to target specific leaders who are licky, greedy, wanga got and wanga.
So you see, Pastor upon the same frame of mind, I same spirit. And this are the way for protest, guys. It doesn't take unity. So, it's really about if people want real change. Because I might not already in Jamaica. I don't have a problem. I used to live on the road every day. I stop. A weeks now. I used to left my yard. When it come down to the evening, I don't depend none of that. None of that, I don't depend. You understand what I say? So, people say them tired, people say them frustrated, but how tired are you? What action are you going to take? When you keep telling me about we attack, what everybody attack? When you're ready to lock down the country? It's not illegal to lock down the country, All you're doing is choosing to stay home and not go to work. And I think we should be doing it for 3 days straight. I think we need to do it and take them 3 days there and call upon God. Yes. Pray to God, call upon God. Take them 3 days there, no movement. When flight green and say no movement, they matter about show labor right. Upon no movement there, we hear that shout in our house. Jesus Christ, please deliver us from this wicked, evil entity. We're over the land. Yes, Jesus Christ we're supposed to call upon shouting loud so the heavens can hear everyone in our house. All over Jamaica. So the voice reach the heaven. Lock down the entire country. I agree with the pastor. Lock it blurt not down. No taxi man on the road. Nobody. Make the police them alone we want to continue. And if the police them, if you come together too, the one them are righteous and decide say you now gonna work today and tomorrow and the next day. Lock it down. Soldier them too. Teacher them. Nurse them. Fireman. Lock it down. And we have a list of demands them ready. We are to do this. Strong arm the government. We're staying at our yards to do this. And Jamaica, if they use dirty tactics and lock off the light and lock off the water, make it worse. Make it straighten on the resolve. Turn on the yard even worse. I make them know say who a boss and who run things. Yo, man, tell you say Jamaican people, yo, we're not ready, you know. We're not ready. We don't want a real change. And we don't want to do the things and we get real change neither. I tell you that. We're not ready none at all. Yeah, why is man I gotta say?
Cause the diet people them, I go show up. But how much of them? If the majority of us decide say, I eat that. Do it on a day when them expect the most. Or days.
Yeah, man. Do it on the weekend, man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Most busiest day them. And Sunday when we go to church. Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I like Sabbath keeper them. Nothing wrong with staying in the yard and worshiping God. Do it in protest so God can do for him job to deliver us. And I like Assembly Adventists them with things that happen to Assembly Adventists. I want to worship Andrew because we think some part of the thing when we wake up. I see the man for who he is. Wake up!
If nobody go to the bank, them say them a go fire. Them have to fire everybody. You know? If nobody goes to the you understand me? Yes, them have to go fire everybody, and if them fire everybody, it means that them out of the business. So they can't fire nobody. If everybody don't go, yeah, threaten the system. And that a protest. And I just couple people go out there, 100 or 200 or 1,000 people in our country go out and that not hurt the government. Hurt, we need to hurt them. Just like how them are hurt. Shut them down, shut it down.
It's too hard for you.
If you don't want me champion that, me will champion that. But if I look at foolishness, everybody I go out with social media with them phone and whatever, try to capture themselves. Me no. A serious, we name a left we hard. What me say? Buy food and just cook and eat and watch. Nobody move. Lock your gate. Nobody go. When them call your phone turn off. Them can't get nobody. I remember say they don't have no robot, not enough robot and computer yet for you do it. And the AI now can do it. The AI can't collect money and tax office. Why? We're gonna pray. Move that mountain. Come on. I don't want to know if the Bible said they shut down. And that night. It's like how them do the power cut and lock down the whole place. Turn the place in the darkness for do what them did want to do. And so we need to do it back to them. Any other country not get to that place where we start do to them.
Okay, family, pick up yourself. People, this is the message, man. This is the message. This is the action that we need to take. outside are going and to ball out 2020, 2026. We posted it. As me tell you, man of God champion the message to you. Pastor shut the word, say to the church them, withdraw their money from the bank and the system. I make them know say, we not endorse no removal of cash. Yeah, I saw you shut down the system, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it, man. You know much billions of dollars the church having at the bank. If you pass that, they never lick and sell out. Imagine them and remove them all of their money from the bank. How about the banks them? How about the church then come together and make them own bank? Hello, somebody? How about we start learning how to make your own money and certify it? Hello, somebody? Persons that don't want to become a part of the B system and want to trade and have commerce between each other. Hello, somebody? How about that? How about full detachment from the system? I don't know, man, but I think that is independence. That is what you call independence. When you're not tied to, their systems and they cannot box you in. So basically what the pastor talk about in this live stream is the nets and them trying to box you into the nets. You feel what I deal with? Don't make them box you in Jamaica. Don't let them box you in.
Them and we in a serious way, it not gonna make no sense, Jamaica. Let me tell you that. You're not gonna like it, truth, you know. You not ready? Move that mountain.
We believe nothing is too hard for you. Nothing is too hard for
you. You know, we never get to pre the interview with Philip Palwell from PDTV last night. We never get to pre it, you know. But just I remember. Never get to pre that interview.
We're meant to size a song, you know. You know the one here. He roll it away. He roll see away.
Hell-bent once again to the growing chaos and controversy inside Jamaica's parliament. The War of Matter accused the opposition of deliberately disrupting proceedings and engaging in political theatre. So, can you hear me, Mr. Powell? Okay, so Mr. Powell can't hear me.
You know how huge this is? That Philip Palwell is on Partner TV? Yo, that's huge, bro. I don't know if y'all know, but that's huge. Shout out to Mr. Palwell, man. Hey, you get a lot of smoke, sir. But I gotta say big ups to you on this one. I have to say big ups to you on this one. Alright? Real talk. I appreciate you coming on. Alright? Shout out to Mr. Palwell. Trust me. Alright, Mommy Wallace. Spirit never forget this.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
Alright, so Let's hear what Mr. Powell has to say, man. As a matter of fact, I want to use my headphones now, man, instead of the speaker this time. I haven't really used it I haven't used my headphones since I got this mighty God, where is it? Oh, my God, my dear friend. I haven't used this since I got it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that it works, because these things are funny sometimes. So let me see if it works. This way, I can talk while I listen, if I want, instead of having to mute myself. So you can hear me without that echo. Notice me have to turn off because it's Bluetooth box. I have to turn off the microphone. If I don't, you guys hear a double talk on it. I haven't listened to this at all by this particular interview. See if it'll work. May I hear myself? I shouldn't be hearing myself, man. My check. Alright, may I hear myself? Oh, I like to hear my echo, I like that. Where's the echo on this? Turn off the echo. Mic. Alright, echo. Come on. Okay. Oh, it'll work, man. It'll work. Oh, that's what's up. Don't need an echo anymore, man. Turn off that completely. Alright, let me turn off the Bluetooth box itself, so we don't have no confusion where that is concerned.
Okay, so Mr. Powell, if you want to leave and then come back in, that might help with your technical. So if you just leave, okay, so he can't hear me. So what I'm going to do very quickly, I was asking the question a moment ago, is this anything new that we're seeing in Parliament? Sure. Yes.
Where she has
With clash.
as chair, what?
After court. This man has been outspoken. This was the moment he was suspended from Parliament after calling then Prime Minister David Cameron dodgy Dave.
This man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket. I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave.
Back in Jamaica, there was chaos in Gordon House months ago after opposition MP Angela Brown-Burke lifted the ceremonial mace during a debate on the controversial Nara bill. The move led to her being suspended from Parliament, and since then, government ministers have been accusing the PNP of undermining the work of the House.
I think there is a
Jamaica's Parliament have repeated. I know affects a lot of people, so yeah, we're rooting for Danny there, and thanks to Danny for sharing his experience and speaking out about it and raising awareness. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to go straight to Mr. Powell.
Welcome to Goldilocks. Need fast, reliable shipping to Jamaica?
Government and opposition has intensified dramatically in recent days, with both sides accusing each other of undermining Jamaica's democratic traditions. Earlier today, the Jamaican Labour a moment ago, is this anything new that we're seeing in Parliament? So let's find heated exchanges.
I have never seen anybody behave to any speaker.
Yeah, wanna see how NECKEISHA BURCHELL laugh?
Way she has done.
For weeks, tensions inside Jamaica's Parliament have repeatedly boiled over, with clashes between government and opposition MPs dominating the headlines.
So for the benefit of the House and the public, I will cite Standing Order 13.3.
The latest confrontation came just days ago as opposition members staged a noisy protest inside the House, accusing Speaker Juliette Holness of unfairly restricting debate.
When the leader of government business or the leader of the opposition business seek to speak on an issue, they are allowed to speak. At least they're allowed to be heard. At least they're allowed to be heard as to what the issue is they want to raise. They don't have to come and ask you behind the speaker's chair what it is to clear it in advance. Anything procedurally that they wish to raise, they're allowed to raise on any item on the agenda. So the failure to allow the leader of opposition business to speak on the point he wanted to raise, which was to question why the Integrity Commission's annual report hasn't been tabled today, that was most improper in our view.
But parliamentary chaos is nothing new. Jamaica's Westminster system is modelled on that of the United Kingdom, where rowdy exchanges and political theatre have long been part of the tradition. The late Labour MP Dennis Skinner was known for being outspoken. This was the moment he was suspended from Parliament after calling then Prime Minister David Cameron Dodgy Dave.
This man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket. I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave.
Back in Jamaica, there was chaos in Gordon House months ago after opposition MP Angela Brown-Burke lifted the ceremonial mace during a debate on the controversial NARA bill. The move led to her being suspended from Parliament, and since then, government ministers have been accusing the PNP of undermining the work of the House.
I think there is a concerted and planned attempt to make you look like the villain at every sitting.
Parliament was designed to be a place of robust debate, and political clashes are by no means unique to Jamaica. But as tensions continue to rise, many are asking whether the country's lawmakers are setting the right example for the next generation.
Leader of Opposition Business, Philip Paulwell. Hopefully you can answer that for us tonight, Mr. Paulwell. Welcome.
So guys, wanna see, take out that to me, please. I'll kick it to me, thank you. Wanna see where Akma while ago in the is a great example with Noel, because I saw Mr. Willie Rattigan play that too. Mommy, you have to do something for me. Can't make a left hand do this to me. Mighty God. No man, you have to carry this kid Kenneth for me, man. Eh? No man, call him, man, you know they up there, man, just call him. I tell him to come meet you, because you give him this the other day and he fix you and the piano gone again.
You tell him?
Me I try call him and not get him.
Well, me not go get him from that.
I don't call him.
Me not really.
Just carry it with you. Pass the bag, don't put it in the bag. The bag there. Pass it, man. You just pass the bag, man, and give him the bag. Me wanna try call the driver be carry down there. You understand? But this is very important. I need to get back tomorrow. You understand? Because I'm done paying already. You can't, my money can't look close up. Alright? Call him and to the answer the phone. As when I said, guys, when you can see, Mr. Willie Rattigan did play that tape there, you know, with the parliament, you know. Some things going on some other parliament around the world, you know. They make you look like, say, yo, parliament are one nice place, like, say, you know. Oh, they talk to each other with all types of respect. Yeah, the man call the man Dodgy Dave. Because man I say I'm a criminal and he full up in pockets them with illicit enrichment. I just prove they can't prove it, but they seeing wealth to grow. And in my business, I call him Dodgy Dave and he don't care because he knows I'm a criminal. You understand? When you look on Jamaica, ain't nobody call Andrew Willis criminal in our parliament. Ain't nobody call Andrew Wheatley criminal in our parliament. Ain't nobody call Xavier May criminal. Ain't nobody call Marissa Dalrymple criminal. As soon as them use decent words to say, well, your statutory declaration has not been filed. And that is the truth. And that is the nice way to put it. And you are being investigated for illicit enrichment. AKA, them believe say you're a thief. Because you can't explain your wealth. But nobody never call them no thief. But even when they mention the illicit enrichment, they get into their feelings. For the truth. For the truth, Jamaica. That is what is going on. Let's continue.
To the show.
Hi, good evening, Noel. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, all right.
So I'm going to get straight to it. The government says that the PNP's claims that democracy is under threat are nothing more than just lies. And that the PNP are hell-bent on performing and delivering political theatre every time Parliament is in session. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think that is absolutely ridiculous. I think the opposition has been quite responsible. The opposition has been vocal about the running of Parliament, and it is our right so to do. We are convinced that the current Speaker of our Parliament is not operating in the way previous speakers have in the past. And we can go all the way back to when the Parliament first started. The role of Speaker is important. In fact, it is crucial to the functioning of our democracy. And it is also to be noted that even though the Speaker is from the government side, the Speaker ought to give greater accord, really, to the minority in the Parliament by virtue of the fact that we are minority. So we do need greater protection from the government. We do need to get our voices heard. And I don't believe that our current Speaker understands and appreciates that role, which is so crucial for the function of Parliament. Again, I concede that it is the government side that the Speaker is from, but once you get into that chair, you no longer represent the government. You are the arbiter, the official umpire, and you ought not to be taking sides. And from day one, especially since the last general elections, we have seen this current Speaker not abiding by those cherished principles that we have always taken for granted. The Speaker is renowned for citing standing orders, and oftentimes she's not correct. And the point has been made that our standing orders are quite brief. They don't anticipate all the types of issues that would arise at the Parliament level, and so to a large extent, a lot of it is dependent on the role of reasonableness, the fact that we anticipate that the person who sits in the chair will always, in using discretion, go for what is reasonable. And so you're not going to find specific standing orders for all the issues that we are faced with. For example, let me just give you one example, which is the latest one that occurred on Tuesday. There is an item on the agenda known as announcements. It is at that point where the clerk of the Parliament announces to the Parliament those matters that have come to be tabled in the Parliament. And over years upon years, when you get to that item, there are certain things that we need clarification on. I remember my colleague Ronnie Thwaites from Central Kingston. He would rise almost every Tuesday, or whenever the Parliament sits, to inquire why a certain report has not been tabled. And these are usually financial statements for various statutory boards. He was always making the point that so many of our boards do not report in a timely way based on the laws that govern them. I have risen from time to time to ask why are the reports from Cabinet, which ought to be presented to the Parliament, not being done. And so I got up on Tuesday to inquire, why is the report, this is an annual report from the Integrity Commission, why is that report not being tabled today, that being Tuesday? I was not even allowed to ask that question. No, tell me.
Unbelievable.
If you go back to that standard of reasonableness, what would have, why wouldn't the Speaker want to hear that question if she was anticipating it? And why couldn't she respond? She could respond in a number of ways. But why not allow me, as the leader of opposition business, the person who has all right to inquire about the process, what is happening in the Parliament, to ask a simple question. You know, before the Speaker, the way we used to operate, and I used to be leader of government business, and I would always consult with the leader of opposition business. And together, we determine what is on the agenda and how some of the thorny issues are to be dealt with. It was never the Speaker who would join into that fray. The speaker would probably come in when you can't have agreement. And invariably, we would be able to have agreement, the leader of government business and leader of opposition business, and that's how the parliament ought to operate. Now we find the speaker getting in the middle of those potential conflicts and taking sides.
Where is the lie, Jamaica? Where is the lie? No lies have been told on the speaker. She's the worst speaker of the house. She's supposed to be a referee. She always insert herself in the thing and defend other side and all of these things. And I try to put on the People's National Party member them. Acting like a virero. She doesn't have the capacity to be fair. She only see green. She not see the yellow and the black in the flag. Only green alone she see Jamaica. Disgusting, man.
And it's always the side of the government. So I believe that we have to call the speaker out, and we have to call her out every single time it happens, because it is causing the opposition to feel as if that we don't have a voice, and it is in fact thwarting the role that we ought to play in a dynamic democracy.
I mean, there is so much to unpack of that, Mr. Paul Wellman. I'm going to go through my little list here. I've made it a little list. Would you say tonight that you, as well as the People's National Party, have lost confidence in Juliet Holness as Speaker of the House?
I think the Speaker of our Parliament has demonstrated her inability to bring leadership to the position of Chair of the Parliament in a way that will enable the opposition to maintain confidence in her role. And I think there has to be some reset at this point, because if it continues, then there will be a total loss of confidence. And what we, in the debate on Tuesday, when we were debating the motion for the review of the standing orders, a number of the members asked for just that, a complete reset. I recently, in fact about a month ago, when we had a similar uproar, I put it to the leader of government business that what might be necessary is for himself, myself, and the speaker, outside the glare of the cameras, to retreat and sit down to work out a way for the parliament to function without the level of upheavals that we've been having. That hasn't happened as yet. I see no reason why we can't, as reasonable people, come to an arrangement that will enable us to proceed in a way that does not create this type of uproar. It hasn't happened, and I believe the time is now right for that to happen.
Would you... I mean, it's really interesting hearing all of this, right? Because I think we all watch the clips every week and we see those confrontations, and we don't often see behind the scenes what happens. Have you had the opportunity as a leader of opposition business to perhaps pull her to one side to try and have a conversation? I know you said that you wanted that group meeting with her, but has there been any moment where you tried to talk to her to try and give her a sense of how you're feeling or how your members are feeling about the way she's conducting business?
Oh yes, all the time. You know, the funny thing is that the leader of government business and myself, we get along very well enough. We have no issues with us. We speak before the commencement of Parliament. We normally do so on a Monday. We go through the agenda. We decide on what bills are going to be taken and what will be deferred, and so on and so forth. And we've had no real issues in the way we do our consultation and in the agreements.
So, Mr. Paul, so is she the problem?
Yes, and it is because...
Thank you, Mr. Powell, for being honest. Thank you for being honest. She is the problem. Juliet Holness is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you, there's going to be a case study file on this when we get to our next Speaker of the House. You're going to see how different it is. And I'm not talking about nobody from the JLP side. There's going to be a case study to show you how differently the House will run. I'm going to show you how people command respect by giving respect. And we're going to show you how there won't be any justification for anybody to come after the Speaker of the House in any way. Because the Speaker of the House will be protected. Because he or she will be doing their job the way how they're supposed to do it. And with fairness. Juliet Owens is not a victim. She is the problem. Pick up yourself, Antonio. But no, I love how Mr. Paulwell was direct and firm and quick in his response. Listen again.
In the way and so on and so on, what consultation. Yes, and it is because.
So, Mr. Paul, so is she the problem?
Yes, and it is because of her deliberateness in injecting herself into the arena. You know, Parliament is an arena where you have, for want of a better word, combatants, people who are arguing with each other, people who are trying to get the upper hand with each other, because we are in a competitive environment. The Speaker has no business inside of that. What the Speaker ought to do,
she's the referee,
when the two sides have resolved these issues and we are agreed. So, for example, when we commenced the sectoral debate, the leader of government business and myself agreed that the first two speakers, one on the government side and one on the opposition side, that they be given an extra 10 minutes. We sat down and we agreed. He put it in writing to me. And then when we shared that with the Speaker, she said, no, not over my dead body. I run this place. And she ended that. And that's how we continue to spiral down into this problem of conflict.
We often hear the word, whenever we hear the Speaker, words like bully, bias. She is deliberately trying to sabotage the PNP. She's trying to silence members. Are those justified words to use to describe her behavior at the moment?
Yes, and it is palpable. There is a new microphone system in the Parliament, and it is controlled entirely by the Speaker of the Parliament. So she can allow you to speak, and she can turn you off. And we have seen, again, in a biased way, where government members can be as irrelevant as they wish, can raise endless points of order, so issues that don't really amount to being points of order. And on the other side now, she's quick to turn off the microphone of not only your ordinary members on the opposition side, but the leader of the opposition, and of course the leader of opposition business. Those things never occurred before. There is always deference given to the leadership in the Parliament, including the leader of government business, the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, and so too on the other side. It is not the case anymore. So yes, there is definitely a level of bias, a level of unfairness in the way the Parliament is being run. And I believe, as others have said, time for a reset, because if that doesn't happen, then you're going to see the behavior getting worse. I promise you that.
Would you go as far as saying tonight that the Speaker of the House should resign?
No, I'm not there as yet. I believe that the government has a responsibility to ensure that the Parliament conducts itself in a certain way, and that there are senior persons in the government who can bring their weight to deal with this matter. Again, I believe it is a simple matter. Allow the leaders in the House, the leader of government business and the leader of opposition business, to run the House, to manage the procedures of the House. The Speaker is to enable an environment for people to participate, to ask questions, to do debate. But she's not to get involved in those contentious issues. One of the points I raised in my sectoral presentation is the fact that for the first time, this Speaker sits on a committee representing the government. So she sits on the Public Administration and Accountability Committee, an administration committee of Parliament, PAAC. Now, those discussions at PAAC are usually contentious matters where government tries to shield from the public certain issues, and the opposition tries to ensure that those issues are not shielded. Now, the Speaker has no business sitting on the side of the government in those committee meetings, trying to perform the role as an active member from the government perform, because she is the Speaker and she's supposed to be above the fray, so she has no business being on committees of that nature, right? I believe that it is not too late for good sense to prevail, for the Prime Minister, as high as that, to intervene, to settle what ought not to have been this runaway level of biasness and unfairness in the way the Speaker performs.
I mean, Mr. Powell, if she's that tough in Parliament with you guys, then maybe he can't tell her what to do. Maybe she won't listen to him. Maybe she's running the show. She's doing what she wants and leading how she wants to lead.
I have no comments on that. All I will say is that if we're going to have 4.5 more years of this kind of battle in our Parliament, it doesn't look good. It doesn't encourage young people it doesn't encourage anybody to want to listen to what goes on in our Parliament. The Parliament is the highest law, well, it is the lawmaking body in the country. And people ought to want to visit, ought to want to watch on TV, ought to want to know what is happening. Young people ought to want to be involved and be encouraged to get involved by seeing their representatives perform in Parliament. The way it is being conducted now, nobody is finding it a place where people can learn, people can understand the runnings of the country.
What do you want to say to the Prime Minister tonight? If you're speaking directly to Mr. Holness, what do you want to say to him?
Yeah. Well, I think the entire government has to come to understand that even though they are government, they ought to operate in a way to facilitate the opposition. One day they're going to be back in opposition, and no system can function if your entire role is to silence the opposition. You know, recently, as these issues arise, I seek legal opinion from the Parliamentary Legal Counsel, the lawyer who advises the Parliament. And invariably, the questions that I raise, for which I know the answers to, those answers, when they are forthcoming, accord with my position. So, for example, in a committee meeting recently, while we were sitting debating the NARA bill, the Speaker declared that no opposition member can, in the committee, make or propose amendments to the bill. We were shut down for trying to propose amendments to the bill. She said it can't happen. I wrote the legal counsel the next day, and in another 24 hours, we got the response that she was wrong. Recently, the ethics committee tried to deal with a matter involving my colleague Dennis Gordon, where they had granted approval for an exemption that came before the Parliament in terms of his business, and the matter was dealt with, and then they're trying to bring the issue back before the ethics committee for a reconsideration of that exemption motion. And again, I wrote to the Parliamentary Council, and she said that the opposition is correct in what we were saying. And there are some other issues as well. So when you have those decisions going against you, a government ought to take them seriously. And there are other persons, there are senior persons on the government side who can say to the Speaker, listen, time for a reset. The way the thing has been managed has been wrong. We need you. We need a different approach. We need greater accommodation. We need greater reasonableness. And it is not a classroom situation where you every Tuesday, you're admonishing members of the opposition for doing what they are there to do.
Hold them, Mr. Powell. Hold them. Hold them, boss.
Just a final couple of questions, Mr. Paulwell. What does a reset look like? I've heard that word multiple times. What does that look like?
Yes. Well, for me, it ought to start with a sitting down. There are certain things that I would like to put to the Speaker in the presence of the leader of government business as to how the Parliament should be conducted. What are the things that are acceptable? And we can agree on what are some of those things that are not acceptable. And my side is always willing to go by any agreement. So the reset starts there. The next phase of the reset, having achieved a greater level of accommodation and allowing the leaders in the Parliament to run the Parliament, the next step is to now look at the standing orders that govern the operation of the Parliament and to do a complete review of those standing orders. There's a standing orders committee. In fact, we are meeting next week. I believe that the government ought to allow for those changes that we are going to be proposing to be accommodated because they are reasonable changes. And over time, I believe the relationship can improve. I do hope so. And
I hope so. You'll come back and let us know how that goes, because I think there's a lot of people watching in Jamaica and out and from afar on the drama, the weekly drama that is unfolding inside Gordon House. I do want to shift attention very quickly, if I may, Mr. Paul, and just ask you about Audrey Marks. I know the TCN is an issue that your party has been talking about a great deal, calling for transparency and accountability. The ambassador, the minister, she's come out today to say that she had no part to play in orchestrating the deal, the agreement with the US, and that people need to give her a break. She's got nothing to do with it. How do you feel about all of this? Where do you stand?
The minister speaks about issues being conflated by the media, and I don't think it's the media that is responsible for whatever confusion that exists. It's the government that has caused this confusion, and you hear different stories from different ministers as they speak on the issue. What we're saying, if you have nothing to hide, present to the Parliament the entire agreement. Let us look at it. Let us advise the country of the details of it, and let us not try to hide, because that is the impression that has been created by this government. And if you're being forced to do certain things, why not come out and say that this is the position? I don't think to behave in this manner, which is lacking transparency, is one that augurs well for the country, and especially in the
He needs some milk.
So I think we are as confused as we were day one when the Gleaner revealed this episode.
Should Wheatley go?
Pardon?
Should Dr. Wheatley remain in Parliament, or is it time for him to go?
Well, it's not a matter of remaining in Parliament, because it is the electorate that put him there, and the practice...
Or resign from government, rather?
Yes, I think it is reasonable. Once these charges are raised against you as a member of the cabinet, you will have to step aside until the matters are cleared up. And I think that's all that we are calling for.
Mr. Powell, really appreciate you doing this tonight and coming and just speaking directly to the people and just giving us a sense of what is happening behind the scenes. And I feel like I've got a real rich context now that I think will allow me to watch proceedings a little bit more differently now. And I think everyone here, regardless of their politics, are going to just be hoping that people like yourself and everyone else who inside Gordon House, who is sent by the people to represent the people, will get issues addressed, and we're not seeing this drama, this these theatre and performative performances play out week after week. I think that people want to see delivery, that they want to see things getting done. So hopefully, I'm hoping that things might rectify, and the Speaker might give you guys the opportunity to do your jobs and to speak your minds.
It's our abiding hope as well, but trust me, as an opposition, we're just not going to settle for this type of treatment. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Power. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you.
Not settling for that type of treatment. Man, I'm not taking no disrespect. Proper proceedings necessary. What do you mean? What time is it? 3:50? People, we'll take 1 2-hour break and come back. So, what hour? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock or 7:30. Yeah, man. Take a 2-hour break and come back, alright? The word is love. Millicent, big up yourself. People, you notice when you can send super chat over here, so when you can send super chat from BOLO TBV to here, the option is there. You can give people gift or give them membership, sorry. You can send gift, all of that. So, that is good. That is good. You know, I never did realize how, you know, if I pray to God, say everything is everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. If I pray to God, say everything is everything. But that's my time, guys. Appreciate y'all. See y'all later, alright? Peace. 10 years, you say. 10 years, you say. 10 long years, I look out Jamaica stay. Sassy B.
No light, no road, no food, pan we play.
Big up yourself, you know, mama. People are suffer while Andrew live great.
You stand up on the platform,
smile wide and proud.
I tell we about prosperity,
but we now see it all now. Alright, Saturday.
Hurricane come
through. Sleep, yeah?
I left the people be.
Oh,
6 months later, them still out there.
Asleep under the air.
Your GLP friends, them
PRIs, road still full of hole.
I whose pocket do I feel?
While the nation lose its soul.
Hospital overflow.
Picnic can't get there. Oh,
school roof a leak, but you and
Juliet, well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame.
Every time something wrong, it never go
in your name.
Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see.
All this time for go. The people, them say no, we say no.
10 years and we can't take no more.
You know hear us, we are not on the door. All this time for go.
From Kingston to Negril, the people say so.
We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All this time for go.
Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poor to
while the old people cry.
We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top of
we talk about plan.
But 10 years later we still
can't understand.
Corruption report land and nobody charge. The people pocket small,
all this scandal them large.
Roads crack up parish council, bro. Country suffocating done and it just more. And when we raise we fight up all we political.
And the truth is the truth,
and the truth is biblical.
All this time to go.
The people,
them say no,
we say no.
10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us, we are not on the door. All this time to go.
From Kingston to Negril, the people say so.
We tired, we hungry, we done with the show.
All this time to go. We no
want no speech, no speech.
We want action, no, not the lies you preach.
No more lies, you tired.
Hurricane victims
still at that appalling.
Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people copy them king. Oh, you live so large,
and they live so scanty. Not with fist, not with fire,
but with voice them
rising higher and higher.
From every parish, every yard, every gate. Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late.
All this time for go.
Time for go. The people,
them say no,
we say no.
10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us, we are not on the door. All this time for go.
Time for go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so.
We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All this time for go.
This one is for every Jamaican.
Look more on my side.
4 feet.
Yes.
We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive
on broken road.
The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.